Did you know about this? Type 2 diabetes on track to surge 700% in young Americans. CDC issues a wake-up call. I'm going to talk about what's causing this and how we can stop it in this video. The Centers for Disease Control funded some research on type 1 and type 2 diabetes amongst the American youth and had a press release December 29, 2022 disclosing the results about 5 weeks ago. And the numbers were pretty staggering. They talk about type 1 and type 2. I'm focusing on type 2 because that's the majority of my content has been about prevention and reversal of type 2 diabetes. This is the actual study, and I would highly recommend you take time to look it up and read it. And this is the press release from the CDC. In it, they say increases in diabetes, especially among young people, are always worrisome, but these numbers are alarming. There could be several explanations for the rise in type 2 diabetes, including the increasing prevalence of childhood obesity. The presence of diabetes in people of childbearing age might be another important factor because maternal diabetes increases the risk of diabetes in children. And people with diabetes are at higher risk for heart disease or a stroke, diabetes complications, and premature death than those who do not have diabetes. Studies in adults have identified steps that can be taken to reduce the risk factors for type 2 diabetes. In the past, I've done videos that emphasize the benefits of both intermittent fasting as well as increasing your daily fiber, and how they both can be used to prevent or reverse type 2 diabetes. I encourage you to look up this book by Dr. Jason Fung, Life in the Fasting Lane. He has reversed type 2 diabetes using intermittent fasting alone. I've also done videos that cite sources and show that increasing your daily fiber alone could prevent as well as reverse type 2 diabetes. Did you know that 95% of American men and 91% of American women over the age of 18 don't get the recommended daily intake of fiber? In fact, they get about 50% of it. Now, I get it. You've been at work all day, you probably got your butt kicked, you get home, you got to feed the kids, and that box of macaroni and cheese is easy, it's quick, the kids love it. I get it. I think we do that all too often as adults. I think we need to start emphasizing things like whole apples that have lots of fiber. We need to emphasize whole wheat bread over white bread. Little things like this. Maybe we don't need to have 8 snacks a day. That just keeps our glucose up all day long. It is our responsibility, and these numbers that are released are our fault. We are doing this, and we need to stop. I'm pointing the finger at myself just the same. As always, if you like my content, drop me a like, give me a follow, and let's keep our children healthy.